evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this evening's presentation. Tonight we tell the story of a little boy, a boy named Timmy, who only wishes to find his long-lost father. 'Tis a tale of woe, of treachery and cruelty unlike any other. This tale is a very special tale, told only at this time of year as Hallow's End sweeps through Azeroth. Will Timmy find his father? Only time will tell. So sit back, relax, and now, on with the show! Our tale begins with the small town of Goldshire. Timmy was a small human boy who lived in this town. But due to the endless PvP and role-playing occurring in there, Timmy decided to pack up his things and find his long-lost father, who had also run away due to the excessive PvP and role-playing in Goldshire. Timmy first went to Westfall, but quickly tired of the excessive hobos who constantly tortured him by catcalling and throwing apples at him, and no information regarding his father could be found there anyways. Timmy quickly found himself in Darkshire as he continued to search for his father. In fact, nothing truly eventful happened here. Finally, wanting to avoid returning to Elwyn Forest, Timmy ventured into Lakeshire. He casually questioned why so many places were named Descriptor plus Shire in the world, but suddenly stopped, realizing Blizzard was just lazy, and he noticed a man in all red armor calling to him from across the bridge. The man told Timmy that he knew who he was, and if he wanted to find his father, to meet him far north in Tirisfal Glades at the old monastery. He also told Timmy he would need to train and become stronger along the way before he met his father. Timmy did not understand this part, but he was more preoccupied with his concerns about whether or not to trust the man in the red armor. After 2 pieces of bread and a chicken leg made with his level 3 cooking, Timmy decided to take this man's word and set forth on the journey to find his father. After many years, Timmy ventured onward. He traveled, he trained, he had some interesting times. And over the years he grew the strength he felt he needed to finally find his father. So he ventured far, across all of the Eastern Kingdoms, traveling, seeing interesting things, weird things, but interesting. After traveling for some time, Timmy finally made it to the Tirisfal Glades, where he snuck past the Forsaken by throwing a very full bag of snickerdoodles past the bulwark, a trick he had learned on his travels. Here it was. Timmy had trained, gained a few levels and abilities, and was ready to meet his father. Timmy meandered into the monastery, not seeing many people at all. In fact, no one was there, when suddenly he spotted the man in the red armor from so long ago. Timmy approached the man and asked him, "My father, where is he?" But the man only stared. Then he began to laugh over and over, endlessly. In anger, Timmy grabbed his sword, and to this the man replied, "Good. Alas, Timmy, I have news of your father. He's dead." "Liar!" shouted Timmy. In his anguish, he struck the man with his blade, but it only swept through him. Suddenly the man laughed as a blue ethereal shroud overtook him. Once more Timmy cried out, "You're a ghost!" The ghost man laughed. "No, Timmy. I am your father." Suddenly the ghost was swarmed, surrounded by spectral blue spirits. He laughed maniacally over and over, and transformed into a knight in all black upon a dark steed. Yes, indeed, Timmy's father was the maniacal headless horseman. In fear, Timmy ran clear across the bulwark, straight through Western Plaguelands, and finally the Eastern Plaguelands, where he ended up hiding in the destroyed city of Stratholme. He hid there for some time, surviving off rat meat and bone cartilage from local skeletons. Timmy noticed many skeletons bore the red armor of the ghost who claimed to be his father. Timmy was mean to them. He threw rocks at them, threw holy water at them to watch them burn. Indeed, he even played non-stop dubstep at all hours of the night. Timmy was cruel. One day, a loud laugh was heard down the market row, echoing the streets. Timmy had heard it before. There he was, his father, armor black as night, strewn atop a mount equally as dark, with fiery green eyes. His father spoke. "Timmy, my son, you have been cruel, and now it is my turn." His father drew his fiery blade, to which Timmy remarked, This is why I trained." Timmy fought gallantly, but since he was such a noob, he didn't have his attacks binded properly to his keyboard, rendering him defenseless. Timmy was no more. However, his tale does not end here. The skeletons he tortured had him raised from the dead in Stratholme. This gave Timmy great power, but he still hid from the skeletons in red, afraid of the cruel hands and form he now possessed because of them. To this day, they say if you venture into Stratholme and defeat his tormentors, Timmy will appear, and in anguish swing his arms of cruelty at you. If you succeed and Timmy falls, you can acquire one of his cruel hands. Acquire it and use it to spread the cruelty he was shown and that he himself had given. What an interesting tale indeed, but that is all for this Hallow's End. Join us later as we tell more stories about Azeroth later on throughout the year. Perhaps I will see you again next time.